help the chase.
Matt's over there with the superintendent and
Well, that's our part. Well, the CCM one.
said, I didn't know this event was this big. Like, look at all these high schools.
Well, they made an announcement over there that
Fills the building.
Yeah, yeah, put some life in the building.
Oh, good for everybody that way.
Well, when you like to be in school saying, yeah, I got
you go watch a game and it's good for the players. They get fucking, it's not, doesn't, you know, not too often you get to play in front of that many fans.
So right after Old Canada, he's going to give you the thumbs up, and then we're going to switch. He's going to switch to that camera right there, I guess. And then
we'll use everything with a cell phone now, right?
Yeah. So he's going to do the opening, then the Old Canada, and then it's on to us. Headset on. Is it okay? Well, you won't be wearing it anyway. Start talking on there. He's got his earpiece in, probably heard us.
Will that go on camera now?
No. Trying to figure out.
All joking aside, good morning everyone. Mantle North District members, under 18 team, please take it easy on us. Thompson Minor Hockey Association, youth, everyone, city councilor for joining us. Appreciate everyone joining us here today on Treaty 5 territory, the lands of the Innu people, the traditional territories of the Cree, Dene people, the homeland of the National Red River Métis Nation, the Nelson House Cree Nation. I'm sure we look forward to this great community event to watch the RCMP battle the under 18 hockey team. I'm so pleased to be here. Perhaps by way of introduction, I'm the North District Commander, responsible for the 300 employees that are here. We've got 300 great employees working north of the 53rd parallel, and our messaging to them every single day as a national team is the same thing. Make sure you're a part of the community, engage with the youth, and always work together on meaningful reconciliation. This particular event makes me very, very proud, and that it captures all three of those pieces of our mandate. I'd like to give a special shout out to the RCMP members here today who are helping with the minor hockey in Thompson and the surrounding areas year round. Whether that be coaching, managing, or volunteering with local teams, I know how busy each of you are, and I truly appreciate your efforts. Finally, I can't depart here without offering everyone on this side a job if you're interested in being part of Mountain Police. If you're interested, we got a uniform for being on down the road. I'll turn over to Brian in a couple of lines. Brian.
Thank you. On behalf of the Mayor and Council, City of Thompson, welcome you to the traditional land of this basic creation in the whole land of we're here today in celebration of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police 150th anniversary. And we get to play our under 18 King Miners who are playing against the RCMP. These members play such a significant role in our community and are positive role models for our team and our playing against. We're very fortunate to celebrate this exciting milestone with the RCMP.
Well, hello and welcome, everybody. We're at the CA Nesbitt Arena, and we're giving you the game here. This game is has a little bit of importance. It is 150th anniversary for the RCMP, and this game is the Midget AA's are going to take them on here in this celebration of 150 years. We have a lot of students in the building here. You'll see a lot of good crowd here. One crowd even came from Wampanoag School to take part in this and coming down, or not take part, but come down and watch it. And should be an exciting game here. I'm here along with Tyler Cameron and Sandy Dybert. We're going to be here with me as we watch this game and talk a little bit about some of the players, some of the things that are going on around the RCMP and around the league and around the Midget AA's, how they made out this year. And Tyler, what do you know about these Midget AA's? What have you been? You got a kid on the team, Brody, and tell us a little bit about that team.
Yeah, you know, they did well. They finished first in the PAW, our first tournament. Went to Lundar and come up a little shy. Lost to the Pimawutang team, second place. And then Gimli, we went fourth place, and provincials we didn't do so well. But back to you, Bruce.
Well, that's good to know. And Sandy, if you could step in here a little bit. Sandy Dybert, right? We got
That's
that right?
yeah.
Okay, Sandy, tell us a little bit about the RCMP and what are we watching here today with this celebration?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me up here. We are watching the RCMP officers attempt to take on our U18s here from Thompson. This all came about because this year is the 150th anniversary of the RCMP in Canada. So there's a whole committee going on. We're trying to create events in different communities. And one of our officers said, hey, why don't we have a hockey game? So I said, let's go with it. I love it. And we put the call out to the schools. We're almost a full house here because all the elementary schools and junior highs have come to participate today, which I think is wonderful. We had the high school sing in the choir. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. So the RCMP, 150 years in Canada, that's kind of a big deal. And with reconciliation talks and that going on, really in the mainstream right now, we wanted to make sure that we're doing a lot in the community, giving back to the community. So this is another side of the RCMP some people will not have seen.
And people that don't know Sandy, hopefully she didn't arrest you at some point, but Sandy is an RCMP officer, and you've been here for 9 years, Sandy.
I've been here 9 years, yeah, and at the end of this year, I'll hit my 25th year.
Well,
yeah, so it's been a while. I've been part of a lot of different growth and changes within the RCMP, and I can honestly say the community stuff is really where my heart is. And I've been so fortunate the last, I think it's 7 years, to be in a community position where I can have an impact, and I can go see the people, and I can be positive, and I can go wander around, and kids come and hug me knowing I'm a police officer. You know, I think it's really important for the community to see the positive work that we can do. And this is just one of the great events. There's going to be more this year. But yeah, you'll notice we didn't put any numbers on the jerseys.
Well, I was just going to get to that. We don't have numbers, so we can't go the conventional play-by-play method. So we're just going to narrate through this. And beautiful uniforms, I got to add, Sandy. Where'd you get those?
So there was some funding available for us to put towards community events this year. And so they were, I think it was E.T. Blades did those up for us.
Beautiful uniforms,
yeah.
I got to say.
And we'll have these, right? We'll have these for years and years and years to come. And we're hoping that this can be an annual event. So, you know, I think the officers didn't really want to be identified by number, and that's fair. So we're just going to call them red. Red has the puck. Red in the penalty box.
Yeah, we'll just
probably not scoring a goal, but that's
So we got 3 15-minute stop time periods. I think that's how we're going to play this out. And we're hoping to have Rob Cleveland up here, Sandy.
I'm going to go find him. He likes to talk.
Yeah. Rob is a great community guy, too, as well. As we watch this game unfolding here today, there's a pass up. That one there is off a stick and into the corner. And Tyler, as I said, you've been following this team the whole time. Which players are we going to be look for on the Midget AA's?
Well, you know, the captain, Cummings, is good. Seth Zaheko, they come up with some big goals throughout the year. Dimitri Wood was a big addition. We got him about halfway through the year. when we lost Ryder with Sesakut, he left to BC and opened up a spot, and Dimitri decided he was wanting to play some hockey again, so it was nice to see him put the skates back on.
And didn't he score an overtime goal in the puck?
Yeah, he got our game-winning and overtime in the PAW final.
Wow, terrific. Well, as we watch the game, the RCMP putting on a little pressure here. I don't know. It's going to be a big task for the midget double A's. You think, Tyler, for them to take down the RCMP? You play with them with the Kings, and the Kings are a hockey group in town here that has the best hockey players in our city. So you're telling me that they got a few players out there that are pretty darn good, eh?
Yeah, there's two in particular that I play with for the Kings Hockey Club. Trevor Larade and Matthew Ouellette. They're two of the big guns on the Cops. So we'll be watching out for them.
And what about the goaltending here, Tyler? Who they got in net there for the RCMP?
I'm not actually sure who that is.
Sandy says they're from out of town. Okay. So you do have a mix, Sandy, of players, not only Thompson players?
Oh, yeah. So we had to recruit from the neighboring communities.
Did? Okay.
So there's a few members here from outside of Thompson. I don't know who they are. I wasn't here early enough to see
ringers.
who's gearing up. Yeah, ringers. Our ringers. Yeah, they're. But yeah, no, it looks really good so far. I'm surprised at how few players we actually have. I thought the old guys would need a little more, some more skaters, but so far it looks okay.
Yeah. So as we watch the game unfolding here, the RCMP kind of dominating right here. Good goaltending there by what we got in net here for the, it looks like Eshar. Tyler is the goaltender.
Sandu is in the pipes right now. He's going to play the first half, and I think they're going to switch over to Rich Kuhn halfway through the game.
As you said, Sandy, a great crowd on hand here. Look at that. I've never seen a crowd like this in quite some time. All the way. They're all high school and elementary, Sandy. That's what we got?
Yeah, actually mostly elementary and junior high.
Right.
I think every school here is represented, which is pretty cool. Even Wapanuck and Burntwood brought some kids over this morning. So, yeah, really impressed. And the high school are bringing some classes over. I see a couple of teachers roaming around. So,
well, Wapanuck brought, we were just talking to the teacher there, walked over, took 20 minutes, but she walked them over from Wapanuck.
That's their bus, I think she said.
Yeah, missed the bus.
Oh, dear.
So that's dedication, right, Sandy?
That's dedication, yeah. And just really nice for the kids to see some community events like this. See some community events, that's during the day for the kids. And I think we just missed a
Well, we just rang one off the crossbar. But anyway, the RCMP now are inside the blue line of the midget double A's. Midget double A's having all sorts of trouble getting out of the zone. This game is more about fun than anything else anyway. More about bringing awareness to the 150 years of the RCMP. And putting a little hockey on and having a little bit of fun with it. And there we go. We got a break here on one-on-one. Coming down the ice. There's a double ace. There's a shot on. That one is stopped
save.
Right there. And he's going to hold it and get a face-off. And that was Dimitri Denichese? Denichese.
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
But he was the one that broke in, got the shot.
Denichese.
Now, who's the goaltender in there again?
I'm not sure. He's a ringer from out of town.
Oh, they brought him in. So we don't have, that's too bad. We don't have his name, but that's okay.
I bet you Rob Cleveland's going to come on the air here in a little bit, and I'm pretty sure he's going to know everyone. So
Rob Cleveland knows everyone. That's the thing about Rob.
Yeah.
And everybody knows Rob.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, he's really fantastic to have as an asset with RCMP in town. He's a municipal employee, so he's only works in Thompson, and his whole mandate is to do community events. And so, yeah, he's the right person for that job because he knows where to find people, he knows how to connect, and it's just really wonderful asset when you have new members coming in all the time.
And there's a good stop there as the RCMP was all over Eshar there, who come up with the puck. Yeah, getting back to Rob, I remember when Rob was, even before the RCMP, he was always a community-minded guy anyway.
Yes.
It's almost in his DNA, so the RCMP is a great fit, eh, Sandy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So you'll see it up across. I don't know if on TV you can see, but it's behind the screen. But we have Safety Bear in the house today. So Safety Bear's wandering around saying hi to the kids, and just a little outreach there by the RCMP, trying to make everyone feel nice and happy and
I see him.
their time.
There. Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Well, there we got some RCMP coming in. I know this guy here, Rob Cleveland's in the building right now. Come on in, Rob. And who's this gentleman right here?
This is Superintendent Ryan Mitchell.
Ryan Mitchell. Great to have you along, guys. We're watching the game, and you know, guys.
Rob, you talk more than I do, Rob. How about you come have a chat?
So we're at 150 years, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Sandy did talk a little bit about that, but you have some literature there you want to talk about?
Superintendent Mitchell, you've got the mic.
Yeah, so maybe just to reiterate the points that we were talking about at the start when I opened it up. This is super important, like the community relations. We have some national priorities within the RCMP, and two of them I think are hit on today that are very useful to broadcast out, and that's youth, our ability to engage with youth, and then our ability to build relations with Indigenous communities. So we're really trying to work in both those different spaces. I mean, there's a significant operational tempo up in Manitoba North District by our call volume load, and then some resource constraints. So I've got to give a shout out every time I talk on recruiting too. Like, we've always got positions for people, young, able people like this who are interested in a career in law enforcement. It behooves me to broadcast that out. That we have jobs for them. But super happy with my members. As you can see, my three messages to the employees here all the time is make sure you're truly a part of your communities, engage with youth, and always work towards meaningful reconciliation with the 22 communities we're policing up here.
Well, isn't that great? And how's the recruiting going so far?
Recruiting's a tough one right now. I mean, not only in the mounted police, in policing kind of across, probably across the globe, but I mean, some similarities down to the south border there in the United States. So some challenges, I think, across the board, but ones that we're working through to try and advertise and do the best we can.
There's a lot of talk about crime in our community, as you know. How do you talk to that?
Well, so crime in Thompson or crime in North
crime
District?
in general, but Thompson seems to be always on the forefront.
Thompson, yeah. I mean, Thompson. It hits pretty high year after year on crime severity index and stuff. But what I'll say is there's a highly committed group of officers here. We got a score there.
We got the midget AA's just scored a goal. We'll get back to what your point though.
So that was on my team. So we can I don't know. That's not good.
That's not good for the RCMP. It looks like Logan Cummings, the captain.
Great for recruiting though. Some good young bodies there.
Yeah.
No. The crime. Yeah. Back to crime. Yeah. There's obviously there's some challenges in Thompson that are unique to Thompson and the surrounding areas that come into it. But we're trying to work those with our other government departments the best we can. Right. Because a lot of the things that happen on crime are not just. I mean, we're very reactive in nature. What I'm trying to do, since I've been up here and taken command, is keep police on core policing mandate. So, leveraging our other government departments, Northern Health, Justice, Sheriffs, all the other partners that play a part in this, addictions, education, housing. There's a lot of other, deep-rooted socioeconomic things that we need to look at how do we address them versus just crime fighting alone.
Yeah, that's a big challenge for you, right? Yeah,
absolutely.
And we got Rob Cleveland with us.
Robbie.
And, great to have Rob along. Rob, great to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Bruce.
Yeah. What about this event? Pretty good, Rob?
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody out. Nice to see lots of our members out and lots of the schools out here too. It's very, very good to see that. And it looks like we've got a good game going on here, Bruce. And it's nice to see our guys out of uniform and being part of the community here.
I thought you might be in uniform here tonight playing hockey, not in your search.
No, I'm not very good at playing hockey,
no?
Bruce. No.
Everything else pretty good.
I'm kind of like Bambi on ice. No, it's great to be here today, Bruce. And happy to see you brought your boy here with you. And
Tyler, yeah.
Yes. No, it's always good. Look at the stands.
Yeah.
Look at all the kids that come in today from all the different schools and have walked here or whatever. And it's nice to see that community spirit here, Bruce.
Well, it's so nice that they did invite all the students to come out to to witness this year.
Yeah, no, it's very, very nice. Like, we were surprised when they were rolling in. It's like, wow, man, yeah, they're here to be a part of the community, right? And they are part of the community.
And you do a lot of work with the schools, Rob. Your primary job is a lot of it is going around the schools and educating them about
number of different things. Internet
drugs
safety, bullying, drugs,
alcohol,
you name it, consent, all sorts of stuff. With my colleague, Constable Sandy Dybert, we both work in the Police Community Relations Office, and we're always doing something here in the community or trying to help educate our folks so they, don't necessarily get in trouble with us.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, no, it's great. And I've been a member here for 13 years now, and it's nice to be in my own community and know so many people and have so many contacts. So.
And events such like this plays right into your HR stuff,
right?
It's
what we do. It's what we do, Bruce. Yes. So, yeah.
And it brings you down to the community and brings you down with your students that you like to chat with.
Lounsbury.
Who scored that one, Tyler?
Lounsbury got that on the back end. Looks like it popped out in front, and he finished it off there. So. Yeah.
It's not looking good for us, Bruce. Not looking good. 2-zip. First period.
Well, how about that? Lansbury gets the second goal. So now we've got Cummings with one, Lansbury with the other, so it's 2-0. And at the start of the game, the RCMP, Rob, were dominating. And now we've got a 2-0 lead. Now, we were talking about the goaltender. They figure we brought a ringer in. What do you think, Rob? Did you guys go out and get a ringer?
No, he's actually one of our members from Cranberry Portage, I do believe.
Cranberry Portage?
Cranberry Portage,
That's
yes.
a ringer out of Cranberry.
No.
We just got another one, Tyler.
Looks like Noseworthy came down the right-hand side and just beat him on the short side there with a quick wrist shot. He's been a big defenseman. We ran 4 defensemen all year, and those guys had a lot of ice, and they played well.
Back. We're moving the mics back and forth, so you might find a little dead air here. So now we've got the Logan with one and Cummings, Lansbury, and now Noseworthy with the third. So 3-0 for the midget double A's here in this 150 years celebration of the RCMP in Canada, right?
That's right, yeah.
In Canada, how about that?
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's interesting. Interesting. 150 years.
Little Canadian history for you.
And where did it all begin? Does anybody know where it all began? Where we first? Oh, we got an RCMP goal. Does anybody know who scored that goal? Who are they giving the high fives to here? Is this gentleman down here? There's no numbers, so.
Not sure. Not sure who that is.
I don't know the players.
Hard to tell them in.
Shot from the point and a tip.
And a tip, so it's 3-1 now. But anyway, getting back to our point, where
So
did
the
it all
RCMP
begin?
started in Ottawa.
In Ottawa.
Right. But then as the Cypress Hill attack massacre happened and the Klondike Gold Rush, we moved west. We came west, and that's really how they built the RCMP out west.
Okay.
And so yeah, but it's been 150 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
We talk about the musical ride.
Right.
They came here, my lifetime, I think twice.
Right.
Are they still operating?
They are, yeah. And actually, in lieu of because of RCMP 150 this year, they're actually doing a cross-Canada tour.
Oh, they are?
So normally they only go to 3 provinces a year, but they'll be in every province this year. So they're going to be in Winnipeg for 2 shows and in Vernon. I believe it's end of July. They're going to be in Winnipeg, which also actually coincides with the World Police and Fire Games, which Winnipeg is holding this year. So another neat event for us here in Canada.
Do we put anybody from Thompson into those events?
Not that I know of. I've been previously, but I'm old now, so I don't get to go to those. Oh, yeah.
No way.
I went in New York in 2011.
It's just a number, Sandy. You know that.
Yeah, it's just a number. It's how I feel.
Rob
Bruce.
looks
It's how
like
I feel.
a teenager, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you got great members here in the RCMP. I respect the RCMP. We definitely would, and we just alluded to your supervisor there about how tough it is. And in this town, it is tough. It's tough all over. But, as you know, we just lost some RCMP members, and that's always heart-wrenching because domestic violence is always tricky, eh?
Yeah.
I always, I watch the news lots when I see this domestic stuff, and I'm sure there's protocol how to approach this stuff, but when you walk up to something that's domestic, you think, you know, it's a husband and wife. This is the kind of mindset. You think that it's just husband and wife probably having a little bit of a spat. You just say, come on, you guys start behaving and whatever.
Right.
Not always the case.
Not always the case. And so, you know, we're highly trained. We're trained to really be able to respond to these kind of calls. And the training that we go through is not just one time before we become an officer. It's ongoing. And so there's training all the time about high-risk situations like that. Yeah.
Yeah, very tough, very tough. We just had a goal there, Tyler.
That was Matt Ouellette. There's one of the firepower guys there that I said to watch for. He went back on like he often does in Kings.
Oh, and he just scored again.
And there's another one from Ouellette. So, yeah, these guys can get going pretty quick. So the double A's are going to have to be aware of these two players, or the score could get ran up pretty quick, I'm thinking.
You see him lots, Tyler, playing with the Kings, right?
Yeah, I play with them every
Ouellette,
Thursday, Sunday, and they can
they know their way around the net.
and get pretty creative. So,
you know, we need a shout out to Ouellette right now. He's the one that organized the event. So he was the one who initiated getting jerseys. He was the one who coordinated the barbecue after for the boys. So we only did a little bit of helping. That's it.
So he's leading you off the ice and leading you on the ice. How about that?
It would appear.
That guy.
It would appear.
And there he is again. So looks like the guy is of many hats. This guy. So in the RCMP, what would he be?
He's in our GIS unit. He's a constable.
A constable.
Yeah.
Constable.
Yeah. In our general investigation section. Yeah.
You know, the funniest line I ever heard in hockey when I was playing, we had a good time tournament. We played the RCMP in a game. And it was a little scuffle around the net. And one of my guys scuffling with one of the RCMP. And I never forgot this line. The guy looked at, they shoved back and forth a little bit there, and the guy said something that went back and forth. And one of our players looked at him. He says, "What are you going to do, shoot me?" It was the funniest line I've ever heard in hockey right there. When he said that, "What are you going to do, shoot me?"
Well, that's a good score. Looking at 3-3, tied, and it's looking real good.
Yeah.
So you said we're playing 15 minutes?
3:15 stop, it looks like. That was a pretty well-balanced period.
Yeah.
RCMP took it to the midgets early. The midgets came back, and your guy from Cranberry, your ringer.
Our goalie.
Just playing with that, mind you. But anyway, so it was a pretty well-balanced game. The midgets, I think, got their hands full. Because that guy there, what was his name again?
Ouellette.
Matthew Ouellette. He's got some talent. He scored 2 goals in that period. So.
Well, it took the RCMP a little while to wake up, I think, here this morning.
It did, yeah.
I think some of them might have been on night shift, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
We'll give them that.
They're coming off night shift.
11, yeah. They weren't quite ready. So I think they're ready now.
Yeah, they woke up.
This could be a good 2 more periods.
You know, they used to say that about Frank Mahovlich. They said, you know what, leave Frank Mahovlich alone, because I don't know if you...
You remember Frank Mahovlich, yeah.
Anyway, they used to say, don't hit Frank Mahovlich, because if you hit him, you're going to wake him up and he's going to do some damage. As long as you let him sleep, he would just cruise up and down his wing, you see. So when they would hit him, they'd say, don't hit him, leave him alone. So that's probably what happened here. We woke the sleeping giant up.
Yeah, looks like they're getting ready to go again.
But like Tyler said, there's some good hockey players on there. Don't let them fool you. Rob, you never played.
No, I never played, Bruce. No, I'm like I said earlier, I'm kind of like Bambi on ice. So
you never did catch the ball.
I did play street hockey though back in the day. And
you were good at it.
We were playing.
Street hockey.
Let's say we were playing.
It was street hockey.
It was street hockey, yeah, over in Juniper, yeah.
And Sandy, did you play a little bit? Did you?
I played ringette growing up, actually.
Oh, you did,
Yeah,
eh?
my daughter played hockey here, but I was just a ringette. It was hockey for girls didn't come in really until I was in my high school years. So
yeah, that's
I didn't make the transition.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And let's swing it over to Tyler here for a minute. Tyler, you're going off to Winnipeg. You're going to be playing in some kind of a tournament. And then we got our USW tournament, right?
Yeah, we're going down to participate in the Manitoba Cup. I'm going with my old beer league team, the Dropkick Murphy team. The Kings are also bringing a team down, so we're hoping maybe we get to face them and battle it out for the best Thompson team.
Would there be any RCMP players on your team?
No, but the RCMP, Matt Ouellette's got his own team, and he's going down as well with...
Kings?
No, he's not playing with the Kings. He's playing with an RCMP team.
Oh, there is another team from Thompson?
Yeah, most of them are. I think some of them are from Thompson, but they're from. They're spread out. I think his team, and I think they're going to be in our division as well. So it could be interesting.
Yeah, Sandy.
Yeah, just with that RCMP team, there's a Manitoba team. So members get together when they can to do charity events and that kind of thing.
Oh.
And I believe they call themselves the Horsemen. I'm not sure. You can correct me on that, Tyler. Yeah. 4-3.
I missed that goal. We were doing talking there, and so the RCMP have come back with 4 unanswered goals so far. So carry on your point there, Sandy.
Yeah, just it's a provincial team. So there's members from Winnipeg, Dauphin, Swan, us in Thompson here,
okay.
Shamattawa possibly.
This is the Manitoba Cup we're talking about?
No, it's just a team that we get together when there's a charity event to happen. And
charity event.
Yeah. That's probably the team Ouellette's part of.
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so how many teams would we expect in a tournament like that? Would you think? Lots?
I'm actually not sure. It's the first time I'm playing in it, but I know I think there's like 7 divisions, so it's a pretty...
You're talking about the Manitoba Cup.
Yeah.
The one you're in.
Yes.
Okay. And we've won it. Oh, look at that. We've just tied the score.
And that was Zaheko, and he's been big for us all year as well. He scored some big goals. When offense dried up, he was kind of the one to keep going. So
Zaheko scored that one. Okay, there is the 4th goal. So we're tied now at 4. So the game is going pretty darn good. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, getting back to your Manitoba Cup again.
Yeah, so there's 7 divisions, and I'm not sure how many. The schedule is supposed to come out today, I think, actually. So we'll find out that maybe later today.
Right. So I'm going to put this to Rob. So, Rob, now that we got all the RCMP here, who's looking after the city? That's the biggest worry I've got.
I'm going to let you know, Bruce, most of our members who are in uniform today here visiting all have earpieces, and they're all connected to the radios.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that,
they
Rob.
all know what's going on. Yeah, whether they get a call, you'll see them vanish and attend that call and call to duty. And
we got a break and a good stop there.
Yeah.
A great stop there by, I think it's Eshar in there, made that stop. They didn't change the goalie. Paul, they didn't change the goalie, eh? No, Eshar made the save. Good save there.
Yeah, so our guys will know and gals will know if there's a call that needs to be attended to. They'll just head on out and do what they need to do. And
well, hopefully they don't call in the middle of this game.
No, our guys on the skates are
they're
covered.
Free.
They're free. We freed them up. We freed them up.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good to know.
Yes.
And we got our good friend Paul Anderson doing the game here. And Paul has been great for the community as well, like you guys are. I mean, Paul's been doing these games since, what is Paul, 04 or something, eh? 04. Yeah, me and Paul started back then. I remember Paul was doing it before I got there. But anyway, he's part of the community. So he's here today doing the camera work for us, and good on you, Paul. Great to have you here. And now, speaking of Paul is going to be Rogers instead of Shaw. How about that?
Really?
And
that's
Rob
right.
Cleveland.
The big takeover.
Big takeover.
Big takeover. So. My God, yes. Yeah. Something else.
Who just scored that goal?
That was a Pavel Datsuk-like move there. He pulled it from the backhand to the forehand. That was a pretty goal.
If anybody doesn't know
Pavel Datsuk's, what do they call him, the Magic Man? Yeah, he's an ex-NHL player, had some sweet hands.
So who's that scored there?
I'm not sure his name. We got no numbers, no names, so.
Okay.
Must be a ringer, Bruce.
Another ringer for the RCMP.
5-4.
Yeah, it looks like a tight game there, Bruce. Seeing the opposition is like 1/3 of most of our members' age. Yeah.
I never thought of that, Rob. You're right.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. So good for the old guys. Yeah.
Probably a quarter of our age, Bruce.
Hey.
Or a fifth.
I'm not
Just
good
saying.
at math, but
Just
that
saying.
sounds about right.
Just saying.
I know the last time I looked in the mirror, I didn't look like that. These guys.
Well, I'm glad I'm here today, Bruce, because my mom always said I had a face for radio, and I never know what she meant. Thanks for inviting me up.
And thanks for inviting me up. Yeah. Stay behind the mic. Is that what you're saying, Rob?
That's
Rob,
right. Yes,
good.
yes.
Rob,
It's all
you
good.
always look good. So anybody just joined us, I'm here with Rob Cleveland and Sandy Dybart and Tyler Cameron and myself, Bruce Cameron. Paul Anderson doing the taping. This is the 150th year for RCMP, if I got that right. And this is the midget double A's taking them on here in this celebration game here. And the building is just about packed with a lot of high school and elementary school kids. So it's great that that's all part of this. And as we watch the game in progress here, we have a 5-4 score, and that is in favor of the RCMP, and we are in the second period of this hockey game with 9:35 left to go.
Yeah, Bruce, if I could just make a shout out to the schools for participating, interfering with their school day isn't always probably super welcome. And so, but for an event like this, we recognize the importance. It's really nice that the schools also are recognizing the importance of being part of this event. Because with no kids here, right, with nobody watching, it'd be a very different atmosphere, I think, in here. We've got kids cheering for both teams, and yeah, just having a lot of fun.
Well, it puts some life in the building, and and that's all part of it. When you see somebody scoring, there's a real roar in the crowd. It just adds to it. It makes it a little more exciting.
I will say I have heard some cheering when our Mounties have fallen down on the ice.
Oh, fallen down on the ice.
There's
yeah.
been some cheering, but no, this has all been fun, and this is just really wonderful to see.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Tyler, are you enjoying this here?
Oh, it's great. It's great to see the midget double A's get one last game together, and they didn't end their season too well in provincials, so it's nice to maybe they can get a little redemption here and finish with a win.
And you have Brody on the team,
yeah,
and his son.
Yeah, I have a son on the team. He's actually a bantam player, so he was getting used to the hitting game this year, and that took him a little bit. But at the end of the year, I figured he was going a lot better. So yeah, we'll end it with that.
Well, he's on the ice right now. He's number 3, and yeah, he's got a lot of fun. Anything that you still want to add something there, you guys?
No, I was just going to ask, when did their season end? When was provincials for them? How long has it been since they've been skating?
I'm going to say 3 weekends ago. I'm not good with dates, but yeah, we
March.
Yeah, right before spring break, probably.
Yeah, so we did well up until then, and a team we beat 3 times, 3 out of 3 we lost to, and then it just, I don't know, it just kept going downhill from there. Lost another game and then another tight one, and ended 0-3 for the year. So that was a tough one.
Yeah. But we gotta remember too. It's a lot about fun of the game, eh, Sandy?
Yes.
Getting together and I always say this about hockey. Hockey's a very good vehicle to bring up kids. I mean, even ringette. You were playing ringette, and any sport, hockey seems to come to the forefront. Though you learn a lot of life skills out of being in a team sport.
That's true.
Do you agree?
Yeah, and I coach at the high school, so the traveling really is where we get the kids really connecting with each other, and where we get that team bonding going. We don't have the option to just go out for an evening and do something fun or different every week like some teams down south. We're on the road a lot. So, I remember when my daughter was playing hockey for the Miners, and, the trips, the bus trips and the hotels, and that was the fun. Hockey was almost secondary at that point when they were younger, right?
Right.
So, yeah, hockey can really bring a lot to a youth, especially up north here. Yeah.
Rob, now you said you didn't play, Rob, but do you watch the North Star? Do you watch hockey at all? Are you interested in the NHL or anything like that?
I used to watch it with my dad when I was much younger, when we lived in Quebec and Ontario and stuff like that. And then coming to Northern Manitoba, I never played hockey, but I used to play soccer. I was part of Frank's All-Stars, if you remember the Cameron Ho building across from McDonald's.
Yeah.
He ran a pool hall, and he sponsored our team to play hockey, Frank's All-Stars. Great guy, lots of Portuguese boys on there, and yeah, we had a great time. And then I played indoor soccer, men's league, for a little while here and then stuff, and then got into other activities as I grew older and whatnot. Judo, we used to have judo back in the day here and stuff like that. And our sensei, Darwin Moulton, was our instructor. Is very, very good, and unfortunately he's passed away now. But yeah, just being involved in different communities and stuff here. So,
Oh, we got a switch in goaltender, so we got to be aware of that. Hey, Ty, who's going in net here?
Yeah, it looks like we got.
Rich Kuhn? Is that Rich Kuhn? Rich Kuhn.
Oh, it looks like Rich Kuhn maybe started. That looks like Sandu down there. That's Sandu.
Oh.
I think we might have had it backwards, Dad, the whole time.
Oh, no. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, our apologies.
Yeah. So Sandu's in now, and Rich Kuhn started.
Oh, Rich Kuhn. Okay. Well, Sandu. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, growing up there, Bruce, I remember watching Bobby Orr and Stanley and all those guys back in the day, Bobby Hall, Bobby Orr, and yeah, I remember there was only like about 5 teams then, in like New York and Boston and whatnot, and yeah, that's the era I grew up in. It's well, yeah.
The game kind of grew past you there a little bit.
Yeah, it did actually. It expanded quite a lot there, Bruce. Right? Yes. Yeah. We do. My wife and I do watch the playoffs and stuff. Like playoffs are always interesting and stuff. So yeah, we shut her down watching that. Right? Yeah. Nothing happens during playoffs.
Well, if you don't watch the playoffs, you're not Canadian. Come on.
Born and raised. Born and raised,
yeah,
my friend.
You betcha.
Yes.
You betcha. Well, the face-off now will be to the left of the RCMP goaltender. And we have a 5-4 scorer there up on the board in favor of the RCMP, and we are 5:07 left to go here in period 2. So a pretty good balance of hockey going on here. As we said, 150 years of RCMP in Canada being celebrated here today. And we're up here reminiscing and talking about hockey and players. And speaking of players, Tyler, what players were you impressed with this year on your team? Which one?
I spoke to that a little earlier, but I'll go on and talk about the defense here for a minute. Like we had Danon Smith, Ryder Bassett, Colton Dawson, and Ethan Noseworthy, and those 4, they played all year with 4D, and I thought that was pretty impressive, just going back and forth like that without having a 5th guy and battling through injuries. And you know, these kids play a pretty rough game some games, and for them to get on every second shift for the whole year, that was pretty impressive to me.
So I guess that's the end of the season for these guys. Other than this game, is this the last game?
Yeah, this is the last hurrah for the midget AA's. So next year, there's no 18-year-olds on this team, so all these kids can come back. Some of them maybe go on and play North Stars, and there's some up and coming. So hopefully we get a coach and this team comes back next year and have some fun again.
Looks like they'd be a pretty good team when they come back. They keep
slowing down, Bruce.
Oh, missed an open netter.
It looks that way.
Just an observation.
Just an observation, Rob. That looks like the older RCMP are skating them into the ice. Is that what you're saying, Rob?
Schooling them a bit, I think.
Yeah. But it's always fun to do stuff like this. It's always good to get people like yourselves talking about it. We don't talk about it, I don't think, enough in our community about, some of this stuff, right?
I agree, and there's a lot of positive things that are happening with, that we're involved in, but that are happening in the community that gets overshadowed by the negative. So to have this kind of event, and then we're going to be running a couple more events this year. So hopefully, the community comes out in full force to support those as well. But yeah, it's nice to see the RCMP being shown in a positive light, and that's really what Rob and I have been work towards every day. And I can see it, walking around. I'm not in uniform here today, but walking around, the kids still recognize me from last year being in the schools, and so it's nice to know that you've had some kind of connection with kids, and for them to come out and see this kind of event that the RCMP is putting on. I think it shows there's a lot more to the RCMP than what you see on the street.
Well, that's a good point, Sandy. You hear a lot of when you guys are doing your job out there, and there's a lot of backlash and stuff about when you're just trying to uphold the law. And you guys know at the forefront, but who are you going to go to when you need help, right?
Yeah, hopefully they come to us still,
Well, that's the thing about the RCMP. No matter how badly they might treat you or talk to you, they're going to be looking for you at the end of the day when they need help, right?
Yeah, and we'll be there.
And you'll be there.
We'll be there. So, we don't like to be called names or, spoken negatively about. No. But at the end of the day, we don't take it personally. And if you need us, then we're going to be there.
Yeah, and I guess that's part of being an RCMP. You got to have a little bit of thick skin.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
And it's tough sometimes to take it. And
yeah.
What's that, Paul?
Like working for the internet company.
Yeah.
Thick skin, yeah.
No thanks, Paul?
Yeah.
No, you get no thanks? Well, I'm thanking you.
The superintendent was talking earlier about recruiting and how that's going. That's a main priority of the RCMP right now is recruiting. We are always, there's a goal.
What do we got there?
Who was that?
A nice one. He walked right through the defenseman there and just buried it through the 5-hole.
Anybody got the name of that?
We don't have names. I don't know who he is.
Oh, that might have been Cam.
Another nice goal.
It was a beautiful goal, and that puts them up 6-4.
Goodness. But yeah, so, the boss man was talking about recruiting, and it's a national strategy priority right now. And, we hope we get some young people from Thompson who want to become members. It's an exciting career. You can really go all over Canada. There's so many different facets to this job. It's not just answering calls and driving around in the car all day. There's the community stuff we do. There's drug investigation. There's fraud investigation. There's national priorities in Ottawa that I don't even know about. There's so many different things, and you can live anywhere in Canada.
You can even ride a horse then.
You can even ride a horse. Yeah, you can ride a motorcycle. You can ride a horse.
There was a guy in this community who used to be on that musical ride. His name was Tim Corman. I think it was Tim Corman who used to be on there years ago.
Okay. Doug Corman, yeah.
I think it was Tim.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was on the musical ride.
Yeah. So, if anyone ever is interested, most people know how to get a hold of us. You ask for Sandy or Rob. We can talk to you, till night falls about the RCMP and what you need to do. If you don't want to call us, you can go online.
Well, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you get people to come to Thompson? How does that play out
with the RCMP?
With the RCMP, do you just put it out there and people bid on jobs like they do in most places?
Sometimes.
You call out to people?
But most of the time, people either decide to come here or it's offered to them. Let's say they're down south in Winnipeg or Winnipeg surrounding area in the south, and they're looking for a change. Thompson's a great place, and we haven't had a problem in the last, I'd say, 10 years getting members here. They know the work is busy, but there's a nice community around too. So great for raising a family. There's so many activities to do here.
Well, you've been here for 9 years. So
I've been here 9 years, yeah. And when we came, our kids were quite young. The girls were grade 3, 5, and 7, and my last one's in grade 11 now. So we've really embraced the community involvement, and the girls were always involved in something, and I'm really proud of our time here. Actually, we've really enjoyed it, and we don't want to leave.
Yeah, well, good for you. We need people like you. And Rob.
Just want to let you know that we are both Manitobans, Sandy and I both, and here we are serving in our province and our.
You're serving in a community that you.
Yeah, I kind of grew up in since I was 10, right, and stuff, and Sandy's worked in the north as well, and so it's always nice to be here in Manitoba, right, and stuff. So.
It is, yeah.
We'll just say it's the end of the second, and it's 6-4 for the Mounties. They look a little tired on the bench. I'm going to say that.
Tyler, did you expect 6-4, or what did you expect this game?
You know what? Knowing those couple ringers that they do have, I did think the Miners were in trouble to start. So 6-4 is a little closer than I thought it was going to be. So good. Hopefully they can find a way to get a couple and tie this up.
A little flattering, 6-4, not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Tight game, though. Even though Rob brought in a ringer from Cranberry.
And Cody's letting them play down there. So the referee, Cody Dawson, he's letting these guys play. He hasn't called too many penalties. So good on Cody. He's been a good volunteer and ref around here for a long time.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's great. And Cody, a little more about Cody. He's going in for a fighter. He's got.
That's right. He just passed his exam, so he applied, and I think he's just waiting for the call now. So
that's great. Good for him.
So a shout out to the firefighters too.
Shout out to the firefighters and Cody Dawson.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, Cody. As the play gets over.
So after this, I'm not sure if you know, Bruce, but after this, there's a barbecue happening at the detachment for the players and coaches, and that was all organized by Constable Loulette, and then our lovely Mountie in Surge here, all dressed up. Rob, he's going to show the boys around the detachment. So show them what the detachment looks like, what a car looks like, the gym we have, the cool stuff, you know?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh.
Dimitri Wood just had a partial breakaway, and he put that upstairs over the goalie's glove hand there. Nice goal, Dimitri.
No chance on that shot.
No chance. Actually, his dad, Eddie, plays with us in the Kings hockey club, and he's a tremendous player. He played a little NCAA and some Flin Flon Bombers, so he's got a little bit of a pedigree there.
And I think, Tyler, on that point, I think he was one of our best defensemen ever for North Star. He'd be up there anyway.
Yeah, I know he had 1 or 2 7-point games if you go look back at his stats, but yeah, he was all over the points that those 2 years he played.
See, the thing I like about guys like Eddie Wood is he had a good career with the North Stars, but he come back and now he's giving back to the young guys, right?
Yeah, he coaches. He's got 4 boys, and they all come up through the minor hockey system, and he's been coaching the whole way up. So that's nice to see.
And he'll be coaching next year with the North Star, so he's moving up there. He's been there before, but he's going there with Justin Valentino.
That's right. Him, Justin Valentino, and Dave Caldwell they're going to make a run at the North Stars next year, and yeah, it's nice to see a change of face, and maybe something good comes of it.
Yeah, it's good to see those new faces getting in there. Right on. Got anything to say there, Rob? What do you
Looks
think?
like our boys are working up an appetite, Bruce.
Well, like you say, got that barbecue going there, and we are in the third period with 12:30 to go.
Yes.
6-5 in favor of the RCMP. So we got a heck of a game here. You know, it'd be kind of fitting if it ended in a tie. Wouldn't it be kind of fitting for that? But, Rob, what do you think? Huh? Are we going to get a tie out of this, or your boys with your ringer is going to win? Oh, there we go. We just opened our mouth, and they went up.
There you go, 7-5, Bruce. Imagine that. Yes, even with our ringer goalie. Yes, yeah. No, it's good. It's all good. Yeah, our boys are coming back. Second win, I think. I mentioned the barbecue and things picked up, Bruce.
Well, what's that, Sandy? I don't know if they.
Over there. Left side.
I don't think they called a penalty in this game yet. So we got a pretty good.
He's another ringer, I think. Yeah. There's a 4 or 5 from out of town. Yeah.
We got a couple ringers.
We got Sandy says there's a couple from out of town, but I think she's lying. I think there's more than a couple.
Yeah. Oh, there might be more than a couple.
Yeah.
I see.
But you know, it's all in fun.
I see Safety Bear having a fun time down there.
Looks like some folks are heading out there.
Yeah, some classes. It's 11:30, right? So classes will have to start walking back, probably.
Yeah. We lose some of our fans, Bruce, but hey, it's all good.
Well, you're right. There's someone they got to get back for lunch, and then they got to back to school. So, but
it was nice to have them here. Definitely nice to have them here and bring the heart of the community here as well to cheer on everybody, both teams.
We got a penalty shot happening.
Oh, look at this. Who's this, Tyler?
We got Zaheko coming down. He's going to do something fancy. He usually does. There it is. Yes.
You were right.
That was a nice goal.
That was a nice goal. Almost Daxuk-like as well.
Look, a little toe drag there, and took the goalie out and then picked the corner.
Yes. Yeah.
You've seen this before, obviously. You knew he was
yeah,
good. He said do something fancy. He did something fancy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not one to just shoot it. He always has to, do something real creative. Sometimes it doesn't work out in his favor, but that time it did. So.
Well, he just put that past the ringer from Cranberry. We'll call him Ringer from Cranberry. Okay, Rob?
If that works for you, Bruce. Yeah. We have all sorts of different ranks here. We have constables, and we have sergeants, and we have staff sergeants here as well. So it's nice to see them higher rank members up here, and everybody working together as we do. And no, it's very nice. Yeah, nice friendly game.
Yeah, it's nice to get them all together.
And that was a beautiful save by your goalie here.
That was a good save, and Sandu.
A few attempts by the Mounties to get
and
one
our
by him.
apologies to the first goaltender.
Yeah, we really messed that one up. You get chatting and you don't really look too hard, and we're not using names too much, so apologies.
I gotta say, we kind of slapped all this together in about a half an hour. We got all these good people here, and we just all came together. You called me at 10 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock. The game's at 10:30. I said, how can I prepare?
Well done, Tyler. Yeah.
I'm not Foster Hewitt. I can't prepare that fast.
I said, yeah, Dad, you going to come down and watch your grandson? Like, it's a big game here. He didn't know nothing about it, so...
Was he at McDonald's having coffee?
No.
I think he had the pot on at home, though.
I was headed there, Rob.
Mom put it on before she left.
Exactly.
Rob, you know me too good, Rob. You know me too good. Well, we've had a few coffees over there, didn't we?
Yes, we have. It's always been good. Always been a few good laughs, right?
And that's the thing, eh? We always had a couple of good chuckles.
Oh yes, by all means. Yeah. You gotta laugh. You either laugh or cry. It's better to laugh.
It's better to laugh. You got that right. I don't think, speaking of laughing, I don't think the midgets are laughing too hard right now. They're down 7-6. They got 8.5 minutes to go here. And I said, wouldn't it be fitting for a tie? And Rob says, no, it wouldn't be fitting. Rob wants to win. That's his competitive drive in him.
Type A personality, Bruce. Type A personality. Yeah.
Well, the double A's are coming out. You got to add something to add there, Sandy?
No, I'm really impressed by your U18 goalie.
Yeah.
He's standing on his head today. I love it.
You're right. He's made a couple of really good saves there to keep this game within reach. Looks like the RCMP are going to make some changes here. Now, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 spares on the RCMP bench. So that's 2 lines going, basically. So it got to get a little bit tiring after a while, but 2 lines in 15 minutes stop time. And they're not spring chickens, but they're skating really well out there. You would think our youth would take over by now, wouldn't you, Sandy?
Well, they've probably been off the ice for a few weeks now, I'm thinking.
Maybe.
They may not have been on the ice skating as much, but, our guys try and keep in shape for the job, and skating's not normally the kind of activity that we do, but some of them do come out and play hockey during noon hour hockey, like throughout the year, when they're off or when they're available. So some of them have skated a little bit, but not a lot.
So the midgets are going to go down, you're saying, to the RCMP office, and you're going to have the barbecue and that? Is that what you're going to do, Rob?
Yeah, we're going to do that after everybody gets cleaned up and come on down, and we're going to be in our garage, and have them come down and do that, and then later on we're going to give them a tour of the detachment and show them what it's about and kind of expose them to our world, and
have a couple of beers and that.
No beers. Sorry, Bruce. Yeah, a couple of pops, but not wobbly pops, Bruce.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah, sorry, that's not how we roll.
You know what? Paul just looked at me and shook his head. Paul, you're not getting Paul down there. Come on, have 1 or 2 beers. Put him in a different cup.
It's a work day. It's a work day, Bruce.
It's a work day. Yeah. Oh, you guys
got a holiday.
What a day to uphold the law. Come on, you guys. Come on. Yeah, but it should be a fun event for these guys to go down there and just tour. Just walk around. I've never... Tyler, have you ever walked around the RCMP office?
I can't
Other
say I have.
other than when you were in cuffs?
No, I can't say I have. I can't say I have.
No, yeah, I just.
Well, you know, it's great. It's great. You can't really
What's that,
see.
Paul?
Don't lie to your dad.
Don't lie to your dad.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Leave me out of this.
You know, from the outside, you can't really tell what's in the detachment, what's in the building. And so, you know, there's the cell area. We have a gym in the basement. We have a firearms range in the basement.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and there's some parking garages. There's a forensic lab. You know, so there's a lot that you don't know about, right, unless you go in. So these guys are going to get a real first-hand look and see if anything interests them, right? Maybe some of them are looking at future careers and
right.
And meet the members.
Meet
some members.
You know,
and
speaking of
see
members,
just regular folks.
Speaking of members, a guy by the name of Ed McTavish.
Yes,
My father.
yes.
Yeah, he worked there for so many years. He was in the garage. You probably remember Sandy, eh? And he retired a couple of years ago.
Yes, I do remember.
But he always loved it there. He said it was just the greatest thing. He said the members are so good to him.
Oh,
like
yes.
They would do so much for him. And they loved him. And he loved them.
Yes, yeah. No, it was a very good mutual relationship with Ed there and stuff, and still see him around every once in a while and chat with him and stuff. And yeah, you don't forget those guys. Those are guys that are like kind of hold us all together, the backbones, right, of the detachment. And you know, it's the same with our stenos and our clerks, and you know, those guys, they do a lot of behind the scenes stuff that they're not always recognized for. And yeah, it's nice to be able to acknowledge all those folks.
Yeah. Did you have something to say, Sam?
well, just you know, Ed did a lot for us, and so one of what his job was, he worked every morning, Monday to Friday, and his job was to take care of our vehicles. So you know, it's kind of a big job. We have got winter tires on, summer tires off, maintenance, cleaning. It was a big job, and he stayed busy. He stayed busy, yeah.
And always a good laugh. Always a good laugh. Oh my God, yeah. You can always joke with them every day, yes. And yeah. We've had lots of good folks back there. You know, lots of local folks, and I remember Rudy Valentino back in the day.
Oh, Rudy.
Yes, I worked with Rudy back in
Yes,
very good guy, and yeah, like I said, those are the backbone of the detachment, right? They keep us running.
Yeah. Well, when you say Rudy Valentino, that goes back. Yeah. But yeah, Ed was a very good curler. He wasn't for hockey. He loves to watch hockey, but his game is curling.
Yes, yeah, I do remember going down to the curling rink a couple weeks ago and saw Suds there and a bunch of fellas there or whatever. It was nice to see Ed. Ed was playing and yeah, that was good. Jimmy English's wife was there, Angie, and back Sam Antilla. Yes, yeah. You know, keeping that whole curling rink together, right? I remember the old curling rink, and then this one got a facelift, and yeah, things are good there.
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher as it is in Thompson as we shrink. It's getting tougher and tougher to get people into sports.
Yes, to come out and do those things, right? Yes, yeah.
So we're winding down here. We got 2.5 minutes to go in this hockey game. 7-6 is still up in the air in favor of the RCMP, who are wearing the red jerseys. There's a shot on, and that was stopped as the midget double A's carry out.
I think our shifts are getting a little shorter.
Well, they probably would be. Being a short bench, I would think you'd be getting 30-second shifts. See if they can tie this game. Good stop there by Mr. Cranberry himself. Okay, Rob's got to get to the other side. Okay, Rob, thanks for coming up here and sharing your thoughts.
Nice seeing you, Rob.
Yes, see you guys. Okay, who we're going to present that trophy?
Well, let's try to show off
we got
again
over
over there.
We got a plaque and we got an MVP jersey too as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go down there and
we'll stay on for that and we'll watch that. Okay, Rob. Thank you. So that's pretty good, Sandy. They got MVPs and stuff. They're going to pick some stuff, make it a little bit special. Right?
Yeah, we got a couple some RCMP gear to give away, and yeah.
So what he was saying, there's some jerseys over there or T-shirts or something.
Couple T-shirts, yeah.
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 And for MVP on both teams, one
I
on
don't
each
think
side.
so. I think 2 on the U18s. I don't think our boys need any more RCMP gear.
I think they're doing 1-1, Sandy.
Are they?
I was.
1-1.
I was.
You were talking to him?
Yeah, I was talking to him. I was helped pick the MVPs today, so.
Oh, good.
It was a committee.
It was a team effort.
That's good. We'll stay on for that, for sure. As the play, now we're under a minute. And I don't know if, the net is empty now for the midget double A's. So now they're over the blue line. Oh, here they come.
He waved it off. Cody helped them out there, just trying to
help out the kids.
Trying to help them out a bit in this fun game.
Puck shot down the ice, 23 seconds.
Oh!
That was close.
And they're going to make one last push here and see if they can get it tied up.
Well, they got
They need to get possession here.
That was a nice block by...
Yeah, it was a good block.
RCMP is just killing the clock, and it looks like that. Oh! And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, you come up here. I told him to...
So it looks like, Sandy, that the game is ended.
It looks like it.
A heck of a game there. The RCMP win the game 7-6. But I was pretty impressed. I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
A lot of camaraderie happening out there. I think there's no hitting, no penalties.
No
really
penalties.
nice, clean game to watch.
Yeah. And what did you think of the game, Tyler? What did you think?
I thought it was an excellent game for a Thursday. Was it Thursday today?
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon game. Yeah, a little matinee action. Filled the building up. Awesome to see, actually. Some fun.
So they're going to do the handshake. Rob's over there now getting ready to hand out. What do we got, Sandy? You said a couple of shirts over there. Is that what we got for MVP?
Yeah, a couple of MVP awards. It looks like Superintendent Mitchell, I think, is going to be handing those out, as well with Constable Rob Cleveland. I will say Superintendent Mitchell has been here for, I want to say, almost a couple of years. Done a super job.
Where'd he come from? Not
sure. I don't remember. But
he's been in for a while. He's been in.
So he's in charge of the whole North Manitoba. Yeah.
Wow.
And
But he's
fantastic.
stationed out of here, Thompson.
That's right. Yeah.
Office,
So Thompson houses the North District. So that's what's upstairs in our building here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like the boys are just lining up.
Now I don't know. Paul's headed down there.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're going to be
I don't know if Paul can hear me. Can you hear me, Paul? I don't know. Well, maybe not. But anyway, he's got. They're going to be one on each side. I think they point it there. So we're going to wait and see. Looks like Superintendent Mitchell has the mic there, but it's not working. You got to hold the button, I think. Somebody got to turn it on.
Well, for the most part, this place is emptied out, but that's just because of school and having to get the kids back by 12. Well, here we go.
Okay, here you go.
A couple concluding remarks here. So once again, I want to thank everyone that helped out make this happen today. The TRCC for the free ice time, Thompson Minor Hockey Association for their under-18 team presence, the coaches, our department staff for being present, allowing us to organize this, and David Trumwell making the annual plaques in the background there. So we're going to do a couple of pictures. Also a shout out to the schools, which looks like disappeared, but really appreciate them coming. It's a huge turnout. So two most valuable players here. Just grab those. Number 24 on this side for example.
Nice goal there.
Yeah, it was a beautiful goal. I've seen it made many times this year.
Yeah. Like I said, they had no numbers. We had to fight through it.
Okay, so we're going to do some team pictures now. One team picture on this side and one team picture on this side. Maybe on the face side. We're going to do one collective together if that works for you. Cool. So
Yeah, we're going to sign off. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me here to be part of this today.
Well, Sandy, it was great to have you, Sandy Dybert and Rob Cleveland, Tyler Cameron, and myself, Bruce Cameron, to do this game. We're going to sign off from here. 7-6, once again, final score. 150th anniversary of the RCMP in Canada against the midget double A's. And we're signing off here from the CA Nesbitt Arena. Good night, everybody.
Nice.